What's going on, guys? Another unboxing here in the Dave Cave. This is my number 2 DC pieces. I have one more DC piece. Well, it's a crossover from the actual same creator of this statue. It's a combination of Venom and Batman, but this is actually a DC character. So technically, it's my second DC piece because I have the 1984 Wonder Woman by Queen Studios, and this will be my piece, which is a custom piece. I like to start by saying that custom pieces I have been lately very, very, very addicted to. And if you are new to collecting, I must say that it is very much so true that if you do buy custom pieces, you are pretty much just throwing money in the garbage in a certain sense. Now, I haven't experienced... What's going on here? I'm starting to get angry. I haven't experienced the sale of any of my custom pieces because I won't sell any of them. But I do know a couple of them go for a fairly good amount of money. But again, I haven't tried to sell any of them, and I don't plan on selling any of them. So I'm really into the custom statue market. And I know that if you are a collector and you are trying to maybe, you know, try to find the future resale of pieces, it may not be the best thing to do. So we have the base right here. Really awesome bottom. Let me give you guys a close-up of it. So it's number 28 of 45 with a really awesome artwork of it. So Killer Croc for me growing up was definitely one of my favorite Batman bad guys. Now, I grew up with the Batman animated series with the guy who just died. I forgot. I didn't really like DC like that, but I watched it every now and again. I didn't really like Batman at all. It just happened to be the thing that was on TV. I think it was like Saturday mornings from like 6 o'clock to like 11 o'clock. It was like Saturday morning cartoons. So if you grew up in the 80s, well, I'm sorry, correction. I was born in the 80s. If you grew up in the 90s, the best TV and cartoons was in the 90s. Nobody can ever compete with that. It's impossible. It was the best. So this company that made this, they took their own rendition of the Killer Croc, which is why I really like this guy who makes these. In my opinion, this is my top favorite custom company. Now, there are a couple of really, really, really amazing ones, especially the group who makes the Power Rangers that I've done a couple of reviews on. But this guy, and I don't even think he has a team. I think he just has like maybe one other guy that does rendering with him. I don't know his story, but I buy so many statues from him because they are so awesome. Now, they do take a little bit of lead time because they are customs. This took me about a year. It's the same company that did the Rhino that I reviewed, which is my first piece from him. And I've got like 8 more that are in the pipeline for him. So I'm really excited to just continue buying. And if I buy any more customs, despite the Power Ranger setup that I have, I'll probably just buy from this particular guy because, one, I think he's really well known in the industry, and I think anybody that buys from him can agree that he probably is the best. The base, besides the awesome artwork on the bottom, it has like a like an oozing sewer on it, which you can see. I'll give you guys another close-up of it. There's really cool work on the bottom, which shows what's really important to me about statues, guys, is this kind of stuff right here. You see how it shows all the mortar and all the brick and how it's all cracking? I think it's really, really, really awesome. And the pipe goes around the entire statue. So this is a really awesome base. I would assume it goes this way. It would face this way in the front, but the foot pegs are telling me different. So this statue is massive. I believe it's going to be about 30 inches. And, you know, for those of you who are new to the channel, I steal a ton of Mr. X's ideas when it comes to displaying, showing, and talking about. So if I find my tape measure, I'm definitely going to measure this one because I am curious where I'm going to put this because I don't have height for a few things. I know I'm still waiting for my Queen Studio Hulkbuster, and that's like 35 inches. I don't have any shelf space for it. So I have an area on the floor it's going to end up going. But this piece is pretty big too. Now, oh God, and it's packed really, really well as well. So something different about this statue is it's got a Solomon Grundy, which is another, I think it's a Batman guy, outfit. So I'm grabbing his cockashmiel. The corduroys that he's wearing Let me see if I can get a better light on that. They look really good. The paint on this is actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little musty, and it's not. Okay, so this statue actually goes like this, which, that's a little disappointing. I feel like lately, well, I did another unboxing yesterday, and they kind of wasted the base. The best part of the base is this bottom right here. I don't know why it's in the back, but, you know, we'll turn it around and we'll just put it up front. So, I'm 6 foot, and the table right here is about 28, 29 inches. So, if you can imagine, it's right at the middle of my man boobs. So, we're going to see where we go from there. It has a few head change outs. Now, there's a sewer cap with a... I was actually hoping they were going to Easter egg it. I didn't see any Easter eggs on them. Usually what this specific custom manufacturer does is he puts an Easter egg of his company on something, and I don't see it, which is, you know what? That's kind of a bummer. So this is cool. Just taps right on. It says Gotham City on it, which would make total sense because we're in Gotham. And it sits very nicely on top of the green ooze that's underneath there. It's kind of like a slime effect. The upper body to this, though, I think it was Sideshow who made a Killer Croc a while back. This particular Killer Croc, I wanted the Sideshow one. I didn't buy it, and I went on sale a couple times. And I just couldn't muster up enough to buy it, so I didn't do it. I just restrained, didn't buy it, and then I found this custom guy because I was looking for a piece that he did. It was on one of the statue Facebook groups. I couldn't find it, and I kept looking, and all of a sudden, there's a guy on Instagram. His name is Robert's Collections, and he displays everybody's pieces. He actually had it, and then the guy who created this custom, he actually commented on it. He didn't say it was like the name of his company, but you knew it was him because he wanted the credit. And I got in touch with him, and he showed me a list of what he had available. And this is one of the pieces, so I was like, "Oh my god, a Killer Croc piece! I finally get to get one." So the body, the way that this is laid out is really cool because what I found that I liked most about this is that it's very aggressive looking. The Sideshow piece is a little more of the cartoony, softer side of it. I should say softer side of it. It was less menacing. This is a very menacing look. So I'm really excited to put this one on display. Oh man, this packaging is really in there. Oh wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is sick. This is one of, listen to me. Listen to me! This is one of the coolest pieces I own in my collection. Hands down. Look at this detail. From the pectorals to the netting on the hands, from the mesh to the back design. This is insane. I mean, the painting detail on this is great. The dusting on it from being disgusting in the sewers. The bulging biceps, the muscles. I mean, this is awesome. This is actually what my body looks like, right? She agrees. So, this is actually, if I took my shirt off right now, those aren't man titties. It's man meat. This is sick. So, this is going to slide on right here. Like so. So, like I said to you guys, it's a menacing stance. He's kind of like hulking out a little bit. I remember when I was watching the animated series of Batman, Killer Croc was this gray, doofy looking thing. Oh my god. Belle's going to find me the actual original. I forgot I have one of them. She's going to go grab it while I start showing you guys the head. Now, that's fine. All right, so there are 3 head change outs. One of them, which I'm holding right here, I'm definitely not going to use because I just don't like it because it reminds me of the Sideshow one. The second one is probably the one I am going to use. There's a little baggie. It looks like it's a little glue or something. I don't ever know what these are. I see them numerous times. I think it's paint for the teeth. Then there's one more that I didn't consider using, but looking at it, I'm still not using it. Okay, so I know which one I'm going to use. So, 3 head change outs. But before we do all that, we have to connect the suspenders that are falling off on the back. So they would probably go in like this, which I don't even think they're needed. Let me see where these exactly fall into play, because I would assume they go around the waistline. Yeah, this goes here like this, and yep, this one goes here like this. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yeah, this is not gonna. These so. Oh, you don't see it? No, to the left by the window. Go to the window on the right of the desk, and then on the back against the wall on the black shelf, you should see it there. Okay, so this is a little downfall, and I'm assuming that maybe that tack that they gave me is actually for this. So the suspenders don't really fit that well. I'm sure there's more to it. I just have to look more into it. I gotta get this piece. Hold on. I found it. So in the original cartoon, which was Batman the Animated Series, this is what Killer Croc looked like in the cartoon. So if anybody remembers this, you gotta comment below. I'll give you guys a close-up of this. But this is the Killer Croc that I grew up with, this doofy-looking guy. And now you've got this. So it's really cool to see. Let me fit him in right there. I might actually keep this Killer Croc to put and display him like that. So you're in two different worlds. And what's great about custom statues is you get pieces like that come from this. Statues are an art. This is creativity at its finest. And the guy who made this thought of it like this and built this juggernaut of the DC realm. So, like I was saying, there are 3 heads. This is the one I don't like and I will not be using. It looks like Baraka from Mortal Kombat. Still a great, awesome deal of detail, but it reminds me very much of another custom piece, which I have just right below. It reminds me of this custom Deadpool. Something about the teeth, the way they look like that, I'm just not into. It still looks really badass. It's just not for me, so I will not be moving forward to that. The next one's actually a really twisted look because he looks very, grumpy and like ready to go to town on someone's face. So this is a really cool one also, but not the one for me. But of course, the most important one for me is the badass I'm screaming at my mother at the top of my lungs because I want French fries. That's the look right here that I'm going with. I think this piece is freaking awesome. So let's add it to the top of the head like so. And there you have it, a badass Killer Croc. But I noticed something that I didn't realize before. If you look at the top of these, all the heads have different spikes. And I'm almost disappointed that the head spikes on this one aren't on this one. So this one actually might do it. Oh no, it looks so much better, I think. Butts, come here. Come on the camera. Come on. Let's go, bring Riley. Come on, Riley. So we're going to let you pick the head sculpt that you like best. So you've got, Bella, say hi. This is Bella, everybody, my assistant. You got to pick one of 3 heads. Which one do you like the best? So which one are you going with? This one actually, now that I look at it, doesn't look as good as I thought it did.
Yeah, that one more.
And the one I don't like either is probably the one that is going to be it. What do you think of this one?
It kind of flows better.
It flows better, right? So, but I think we're both going to go with the one I didn't like, which is the grin, and I think it goes down to the spikes. So this is really cool. Let me give you guys a little bit of a close-up of the actual piece. So as you can see, he is crazy looking. The actual statue is probably about 30 some odd inches. If you see his back, he's just got a lot of detail around it. I'm going to fix the suspenders right now. I was hoping, like I said, that the artist would have put a little bit of a sneak peek on the actual statue for him. But, can I just give you this? Let's just swap out the head so you guys can see kind of the differences of them. This one is a nicer head, though. Yeah, I think that I am going to stick with that one. But to show everybody, all the viewers, this. I mean, these are really cool. All of them are actually way better than I was thinking when I was looking at them. So, really excited for each and every single one of these pieces. But I'm going to stick with that. So there you guys have it. the custom Killer Croc by the company I can't tell you, but it is an awesome, badass piece. I hope the other 45 people that got it love it as much as I do. I'm happy to add another DC piece to the collection. And here is my second DC piece. And I don't think I'm going to be adding any more because I'm just not a DC guy. But Killer Croc, custom, worth every penny, worth the wait. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you ever have any questions or comments that you'd like to leave below, feel free to. And if you ever have a question on how I purchased some of these, you can always find me on Instagram. I'm all over the place. But listen, guys, really cool, really excited. Love it. Have a great weekend, guys, and I'll catch you soon.